Hello, 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 hello. My middle finger doesn't move when I do this. It looks so weird. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for being here. It's currently 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:51 to be exact. And I just figured that I would do a face cam video because it's definitely been a long time. Almost too long, you know. I hope that everybody has been having a good week so far. It does uploads when it's supposed to. Then, chair cracking. It'll be Wednesday, the first of February. Do you guys have a Valentine? It's okay if you don't. There's been many times during the year that I just went without, so to speak. But yeah, I do apologize for not being as consistent in the uploads. There will be times where a week has gone by and I haven't uploaded anything, but then out of nowhere I'll drop like 2 videos back to back on the same day like I just did previously. So you know, kind of like the world today, there's a lot of irregularities with the scheduling and life as it's been lately, just like I'm sure it is with you guys. It's not that stuff has been difficult, so to speak. It's just been hectic. I can always go back to the excuse of being a father, and my son, he's gonna be 2 in March, and you know, every day is a constant challenge and reward. You don't really think at the time that the kids are going to be teachers as well. Whether it's teaching you about patience or, you know, self-control, because just like children have tantrums and certain stuff like that, you might also want to lash out and have an emotional outburst, you know. So it's very important to watch your mental health and monitor exactly. My throat was saying hi. To monitor how you're feeling and just how much stress that you're taking on. And that's not just applied to being a new parent. That's also applied to having a new job, being in a new relationship, you know, being committed to some type of project with your job or anything at all. Buying a new house, a car, like all of these things take commitment, they take hard work, they take investments. And some things, they get more a different type of investment, you know, like if it's manual labor. My stepfather's, he's been a mechanic his whole life, and his body's like starting to break down, you know. But obviously that was the price that he was willing to pay for that line of work, and he knew that it was an inevitability. But also the mental anguish and exhaustion that you can get that you might not even think is important and serious later down the line becomes drastic, and it can latch onto you like a parasite and slowly suck the soul out of you without you even knowing. How many animals out there have ticks? Or if you've ever been in the woods and forestry and wildlife stuff, they warn about ticks and how they burrow into your skin and they suck the blood out of you, and you see like these nasty big sacs. These big giant sacs filled with blood. And sometimes you don't even know that they're there. And there's a lot of people that are out there like that. I'm not really really sure where I'm going with this. I'm kind of just diving into how it's been lately, you know. But I can honestly say that now that I'm older, like I'm 31 now, mentally I don't feel like I'm in my 30s. I still feel like I'm in my early mid-20s. Physically, I feel like I'm 10 years older. That could also be from prolonged use of cigarettes that I smoked for like, since I was, 15 to like 28, 29. So obviously a long stretch of time. My body was still developing. Like, it's crazy. And even now, still, like if I'm very like backed into a corner, or if I feel stressed, I'll just automatically like have that urge to want to do it. But I honestly stopped smoking when I caught COVID for the first time. It was a cold turkey thing, and yeah, I was done so after that. But yeah, so just lately it's been more of a mental challenge, and trying to formulate some type of regular routine, because even though I do like spontaneity, something, I still want to have some sense of order, because if you can't take care of yourself and have some type of specific routine and be able to have the discipline and the self-control to stick to that, then, those are like the first steps of a criteria of being a hardworking person. So I just kind of feel like maybe there's some things in life that, even though it is a mental challenge and I'm trying to work my ways around it, that there's also sometimes you have to face it head on, and you have to do what's necessary to upgrade and uplift yourself into the next level of whatever physical, mental, spiritual, emotional enlightenment, the next level of your life, the next phase, the next tier that you're trying to aspire to get to. And if you're not trying to aspire to get to that, then I highly recommend that you start, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And there's going to come a certain point in your life where maybe not everybody that you thought was around is still around. And as somebody who's felt that feeling of drowning and nobody to help you, I definitely wouldn't want anybody else to feel like that. So even if you, as a viewer, as a subscriber, as whatever, just a person that enjoys these types of videos, if you don't watch any of the other ones that I post, like the video games, the comics, and you do watch this stuff for encouraging words and, aspirations and stuff, then I feel like I've done my job, because being able to have a positive attitude and outlook in this day and age is very rare. A lot of people are in this group think type of clique, whether it's on social media or at school, whatever social gathering it is. I don't truly feel like it's 110% genuine and positive and loving. So I feel that trying to spread a little bit more of that emotion and feeling to other people has a lot of benefits, not just to them but also to yourself, because it puts you on the right mental track that you want to propel yourself towards a better future. Because eventually the stuff that you're doing, that you're being mindful of and you have to think about doing, eventually you're going to do it so much that it's going to be second nature, and it's going to be just like breathing. You don't really think about it. that within itself can be a positive parasite. A positive parasite, dude. Suck the negativity out and give nothing but positivity. There's a lot of people out there that suffer silently because they might feel like there's nobody out there to help them. Mainly because a lot of people just don't want to be bothered these days. You know, they're in such a rush, even if it's to get nowhere, that they just don't want to deal with other people's stuff, their drama, their crosses to bear, you know. And I kind of feel like compassion is a lost art in some forms, because it seems that when there's large quantities of people that all have the same objective, like love and compassion and just caring for the next individual, that it's like a spiritual awakening, you know. It puts you in this place of, I don't know, it's like your soul is happy, you know. It's like this spiritual euphoria that you get, and you just can't stop. It's like getting to work. It's like getting a good workout in, you know. I remember I talked to my girlfriend about it all the time, that one time we went running and I couldn't stop. Like every time that I stopped to take a breather, I was like ready to go again. It was that runner's high, you know. And you start getting that off of being a good source instead of a bad source. And don't get me wrong, there's still some days where I feel really negative. Like I just wake up and I'm like, man, F today, you know, I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to do it. I could just lay in bed all day if I felt like it, but that's the thing. You have to power through those initial desires and feelings to be able to break out of that shell and become something more entirely. So yeah, this is really just me ranting at night after work, and I don't know. A lot of people in life might need therapy, and I used to go to therapy at a very young age when I started, and we can get into that maybe in another video. This one was really just me ranting and kind of getting stuff off of my chest and giving advice. Whether it's good or bad, you know, I feel better myself knowing that I've gotten it off of my chest. So yeah, sometimes if you ever just feel cooped up inside of here, take a step back, take a deep breath, just hold it, think about all the positive things that you have in your life, and then release. Just be present and in the moment, because you know, sometimes anxiety is just very unbearable, and somebody that has had it since I could remember my first memory, I always have tried now to just ride the wave, and that whether that's having like an anxious episode, you almost have an anxiety attack or something, like you're feeling too stressed out and you just gotta get out of a certain situation. In your head, just know that this too shall pass, and it's so true. I used to hate that saying because everybody I knew said it, and I was just like, oh my god. But it's true. Just like it is what it is. Like this situation, it is. Like it's not any other situation. This is exactly what it is. So A, what are you gonna do about it? And B, when are you gonna do it? I'm always here if you ever need somebody to speak to in the comments, or I don't know, like maybe I could get some type of Patreon or another page started that's more written, so that the engagement is censorship is a lot. It's being very effective right now on social media and these types of video platforms. So I don't know. I just know that I am dedicated to this channel. I don't really want to deviate away from any type of upload schedule. I mean, I'm always going to try to put some type of effort into this stuff. Some videos might look a little bit low effort than other ones, or some videos might sound better than other ones, but at the end of the day, I still have that passionate heart to just try to make stuff. And every time I feel like I'm learning and getting better with certain things, so we'll see. But I'm looking at the timeline right now, and it's at like almost 16:30 or something. So this video is getting kind of long, but yeah, whatever you're going through, just hang in there. And I don't know, this conversation with you took so many turns. I'm not sure if you were following all that, or if this was even the type of video that you wanted, but we'll get to it all in due time. Okay? I promise. I promise. I keep messing up on the microphone, and it's very, 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 very annoying, because I'm gonna have to go back and adjust all those levels, and instead of it just being one continuous recording, I have to do stuff now. Yay. Anyway, I really do appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to look at my ugly mug and listen to some words that I whispered. I hope that it elicited some type of ASMR for you, and I hope to catch you on the next one, whatever the video is. So, thank you, I love you, and I'll see you. Time for the middle finger not to move.